His neck bone was broken, and the black sheriff of Henderson, North Carolina, Art, claims and told his family prematurely that this was a suicide. Art, his feet was dangling from the ground. Unless you tie yourself and jump down, it's going to be almost impossible for you to kill yourself with your feet dangling on the ground, unless someone forcibly held you there and suffocated you. And if his feet were touching the ground, Art, there's no way that human nature would allow you to forcibly suffocate yourself if you have the ability to get free with your feet. Are you following me? That's like you saying, I'm going to drown myself in the bathtub like they claim Whitney Houston did. It's impossible to drown yourself in the bathtub unless you were unconscious in the tub. Because if you're conscious, there's no way you can forcibly hold yourself under the water when the body has the ability to rescue itself. Because the first law of human nature is what? Self-preservation. It's self-preservation. If you can save yourself, you're going to save yourself. That's why when people commit suicide, they jump off the bridge, they hang themselves from a tall tree where they can't rescue themselves, they shoot themselves. There's no way you can kill yourself if you have the method of getting free. So it does not make sense. He was not a suicide risk. He was not depressed. He was on his way to Houston to visit his friends. He just talked to his father about following his father's legacy into the trucking industry. He was hanged, Art. And I'm very disappointed in the black sheriff of Henderson, North Carolina, who prematurely declared this a suicide. It was not a suicide, but thank God you got Lee Merritt and other black attorneys down there that are investigating this. We don't know if they're ever going to find the people responsible, because I don't know if there was any cameras around, but I'm hoping that justice is done for Javion McGee. And to all my truckers out there, and I have a very large trucking support base. I'm the most listened to personality for black truckers in America, so I'm told. And I just want all my black truckers out there who listen to Dr. Umar during those long rides, listening to me on the Art of Dialogue and other places, get you a hotel room. Don't sleep in your truck unless you're surrounded by other black truckers. You can't trust nobody. And for my black women, you cannot sleep in your truck, because not only are you a lynching risk, you are a sex trafficking risk. Get you a hotel. And you know what else, Art? I hope the attorneys investigate Hampton Inn, because one thing I know, being a traveling scholar, I have been denied hotel rooms in hotels that I know still had beds because I was black. And I want them to investigate Hampton Inn to see if, in fact, there was no vacancy in that hotel. Because if they can prove that there were rooms available when that young brother came in, and they denied him on the basis of his race, and it led to his hanging, they are also culpable. I hope they don't let the hotel off the hook. In fact, there was no vacancy in that hotel. Because if they can prove that there were rooms available when that young brother came in, and they denied him on the basis of his race, and it led to his hanging, they are also culpable. I hope they don't let the hotel off the hook. Truckers, get a hotel. Get an Airbnb. Get a hotel. Get a motel. Get an Airbnb. Find somebody whose house you can stay in. It is not safe for black truckers to sleep in their trucks anymore. And definitely black truckers on election night, because we don't know who's going to win. And I believe no matter who wins, there's going to be racial violence against our people. No black trucker should be sleeping in their truck, and no black person should be out on the streets in this country anywhere on November the 5th, which is exactly 6 weeks from today. He was killed. They broke his neck bone, Art. They broke. Immunity is not. For example, I got haters inside the Moorish Science Temples of America, right? But most of the Moorish Science Temples of America members, they cool with Dr. Umar. We all right. So I'm not going to say none of y'all could come into my school because those two over there are diehard haters. I got haters in the Nation of Islam, but most people in the Nation of Islam are cool with Dr. Umar. But I'm not going to say y'all can't come inside my school because him and him are diehard haters of mine. I got haters in the Gods and Earths. I got haters in the Nawab. Every community in Black consciousness has a few anti-Dr. Umar people. But I can't slight a whole community, Art, because of the actions of a few. And if Jay-Z is responsible for this, and I don't know if he is, I don't see how he couldn't at least be partially responsible, because somebody said the hosting city and the NFL commissioner.
Hey, yo, peace to the gods, peace to the earths. This your man, it's the King of Truth. King Truth is Allah. Coming on this Knowledge Culture Freedom Day of October. Peace. So, what's going on? Ain't not much, man. I'm gonna jump in something real quick. Knowledge. So, how do I see today's math? I see today's math as I see today's math as knowledge plus culture / freedom. That's number 4. 4 is defined as culture freedom. And culture freedom means when you have the freedom to practice your beliefs, live out your life without conflict, without beef, without war, like Palestine versus Israel, right? Like racist versus non-racist, like heterosexual versus LGBTQ, right? So culture freedom is being able to live your life without beef. Live how you want to live without beef. Think how you want to think without beef. Dress how you want to dress without beef. Do what you want to do as long as it is legal without beef. Because if it's not legal, the police, law enforcement on all levels can and will enforce the law and shut you down. So, and then you won't have no freedom. Right? So knowledge, so how we do it is we add. So we say knowledge plus, that's why they supreme mathematics. We say knowledge plus culture freedom is equal to power refinement. Power refinement is number 5 in our supreme mathematics. So today's math equals power refinement. Power refined. Now, it was some stuff going on. I'm not going to take too long. It was some stuff going on. Brothers in the nation of God's earth didn't understand refinement. They thought it was feminine to be refined. I said, oh no, that's power refinement is having control of your power. Knowing how and when and where to use your power is refinement. Right? So, it don't have nothing to do with being feminine or soft. It's control. You got to be controlled when you are in power, when you have power, when you are, yielding power, wielding power. So, yeah, man, that's how I see today's, man. Power refinement. Be in control of your power. That's true power when you are in control and you have the knowledge to know how, when, where, and what to do with the power. Peace, right? So I was checking out Art of Dialogue latest. I don't know if his latest installment, latest episode. He had Dr. Umar on there, right? Dr. Umar was on there, and he was like, he was addressing You know, he was addressing a lot of things. He was talking about Cone. He was talking about Sean Combs, Sean Pussy Combs. He was talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, right? He was talking about a lot of stuff. Oh, it was a 2-hour interview. And so near the end, I'm gonna try to find it and share. I'm gonna put it with. I'm gonna try to. I got slow internet, so it's taking a while to scrub through YouTube. But and so near the end, he was like you know, he was talking about, you know, some of his beefs and or some of his haters. You know, he said he got haters in the Moorish Science Temple of America. He got haters in the Nation of Islam. He got haters over there. He got haters in the Gods and Earths. I was like, man, dude, don't nobody hate you in the Gods and Earths, right? So, so I just want to say that don't nobody hate you in the Gods and Earths, man. We would like to see you get the proper knowledge, the right knowledge of yourself, the proper knowledge of yourself. You know, we believe, you know, we heard you was Orthodox Islam, you was cool with NOI. You know, we believe Islam is I self-lord and or am master. I self-lord am master, which means being I am. We teach I God is the culture where I am Lord and master of myself. You know, this is the right and proper knowledge. So we try to do away with the concept of thinking, the psychological damage and trauma of being ancestors of slaves with the right and proper knowledge of ourselves. And so we teach knowledge of self, and we would just like you to, you know, look at it as a curriculum and learn it, and feel free to add on, jump in, build, destroy. You know, it's peace. So, you know, I don't think nobody in the Gods and Earths hate you. You know, we would like to see you get the knowledge. I put on my Instagram, I put the KingTruth version of the 120. So it's partially up there, and it's has student enrollment. That's 10 lessons. It has student enrollment, and then, you know, then there's the 1 to 14 I put up there. Then there's the 1 to 36, and so the 1 to 40 isn't up there, and Supreme Mathematics and Supreme Alphabet isn't up there. But I don't hate you, and I'm pretty sure no one in the nation of Gods and Earths hates you. You know, we got, you know, respect for you. We just, you know, check us out, man. You know, we want you to keep representing, but we want you to be more civilized and peaceful and right and exact when you talk, when you explain, when you build, when you lecture, when you share. We want you to be correct. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, don't nobody hate you. Then he was talking about truckers, transportation industry. He was talking about how this dude got lynched, McGee, in North Carolina, they say. And, you know, Dr. Umar, he broke it down, talking about how he talked about how I'm gonna get my walk on a little bit. I gotta stretch out. You know how the brother got lynched. How he stopped to get a room at the Hampton, and this and the third, and so they denied him, say they had no rooms, and he wound up getting lynched. He said, you know, they say the rope was tied around his neck 17 times. And Dr. Umar say the black sheriff car did a suicide, right? And so, you know, so the way they say that it happened, it was, you know, it couldn't have been a suicide. And so Dr. Umar started telling hold on just a second. I'm out here walking, there's people around. So Dr. Umar started telling the audience and all the dialogue that, you know, he was, you know, he would issue a warning, right? He sort of warning to truckers. He was like, y'all need to start getting hotel rooms and black truckers need to park together, and you see, you know what I'm saying, start getting hotel Airbnbs and going home, man. It ain't, you know, that ain't the, you know, so, you know, we may get hotel rooms when we land over, gonna be somewhere 2-3 days, you know, the company got a terminal somewhere, but for the most part, man, we sleep in the truck. Now the trucks, today's 2025 models, 2024 models, $185,000. That's for the tractor. Trailer costs you another $30,000, $40,000. So you're looking at over $200,000 to get going. That's brand new. You know what I'm saying? Some might go use 150, 110 on down. So, but the trucks, you know, they like, you know, they like hotels on wheels. You know, some got double bunks, refrigerator, closet space, outlet hookup, household outlet hookups. So they got flat screen hookups where you can put a little, you know, you got to buy your own flat screen TV and you can screw it on to this mount they got up there that fold in and out. Then, you know, they got double bunks. You can, you know, some come with, so you can get a sink. Some got leather seats. You know what I'm saying? So keyless entry, you know, XM Sirius radio. So they try to make it modern, more comfort today, where ain't nobody getting no trucks and we ain't scared. You see what I'm saying? We ain't scared. So he was telling people to, you know, I was like, man, if you know, I think the laws of trucking prevent you to carry a firearm. And I think the Federal Department of Transportation prevents you from carrying a firearm. But you can carry non-lethal stuff. You know, they got non-lethal pepper balls. They got non-lethal rubber bullets, stun guns and stun devices, knives and bats, and some, you know, you can carry some weapons to protect yourself. We not running scared. He was telling people, black people, to stay in the house November 5th. You know, white people might try to kill us if Kamala wins. We want to stay in the house. If you live in a black neighborhood, you supposed to celebrate a black woman up in there. But so I just think he was telling people wrong, man. I think he was, you know, trying to promote fear, and we come too far to be being scared of other human beings, right? Slavery been over. You know what I'm saying? Slavery been over, man. So no, man. I just disagree with, the last part of his video about, telling truckers to, be scared. No, we gotta fight. We gotta, crack their head. I'm from the school of Uncle Mel. I'm from the school of thought of Uncle Malcolm X, El Haj Malik El Shabazz, that we ain't running scared. We gonna crack somebody here. I don't care, 10, 15 of them. You pull out that, they got non-lethal black balls you can shoot at motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? You can start shooting motherfuckers with a pellet gun in their face. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no scared. So, that's all I wanted to say, man. Peace, Dr. Umar. It ain't no beef, man. You ain't the only brother out here trying to be strong and trying to get people's mind right. See what I'm saying? So, Philadelphia, Dr. Umar from Philadelphia. Philadelphia is called Power Hill. And there's some brothers that used to work in the Philadelphia public school system that was building a school for the nation of God's earth. They was building their own academy for Nation of God's Earth's academy, right? And, man, you should probably get with them, check out my lessons, and, start, adding on and building with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to, get you shine. You know what I'm saying? You can probably, talk about school building ideas, opportunities. You know what I'm saying? But, they around, you know what I'm saying? Just ask around, they around. So that's all I'm saying. Peace, man. Peace. I'm out. Peace.